ESCAPETHEROOMers, our final stop in San Antonio, which is our fourth room of the day, is at San Antonio Panic Room. And we are doing the prison break here. So hopefully we'll break out and then we're gonna have some dinner.
Hey ESCAPETHEROOMers, Brandon here. We are at San Antonio Panic Room and I'm with Emma. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So Emma's the site manager of this location and she definitely helped us out. She helped us jailbreak out. We just tried the prison break room. Now, is the prison break room the oldest, newest room in the middle?
Our prison break room is our oldest room here.
Okay.
After that being cabin fever, and then our phase 3 human trials room.
Phase 3 human trials, we gotta come back for that.
That's our most technological room.
Okay. And that's the newest room?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And when did this location open? Because I know Austin is the original, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Our location opened here at 2016.
Okay.
We've been around here for about 3 years now.
Wow. So when did the Austin one open? Do you know that?
I'm not sure.
Okay, but that was first.
Yes.
Okay. And how many rooms do you currently offer here? You said 3 rooms?
We offer 3 rooms here. The prison break room, which is our most popular room. People tend to enjoy that one more. And then our cabin fever room, which is more for our beginners, but people still have a lot of fun in there.
Yeah.
Really for kids, and that's our most disabled-friendly room.
Oh, okay.
And then our phase 3 human trials, that is our most technological room. We have computers, a moving bookshelf, things like that.
Oh, wow. So tell us about your rooms. Are they available to book for public, private, both with option?
You can book the rooms for private, but you have to buy out all 10 slots.
Okay.
And a lot of people do have hesitations about merging with different groups, but I find that a lot of people actually enjoy, meeting other people through that way.
Mm-hmm.
You get to meet other people. Sometimes we even have groups that find themselves merging with a different group, and then they just end up coming back with the same people anyway.
Right. They become friends, and now they go and conquer other rooms.
Yeah.
I mean, that's always a great way to fill a space. So you meet people, you have a good vibe, and this way, when you need a certain amount of people, you can just take over that whole room.
Pretty much, yeah.
Are all your rooms maximum 10? Like, what is?
Yes, all of our rooms are maximum 10. Sometimes we can accommodate for a little more. I'd say 12 is when things start getting too chaotic.
Okay. Is there a minimum for any of them, or is it always
a minimum?
about 2?
Two.
Okay. All right. Well, we're usually doing rooms by just us 2, and we always have a lot of fun.
Hey ESCAPETHEROOMers, we're here with Emma. We're gonna do our 5 key question segment. And our first question for her is, what is your favorite food?
My favorite food? Oh, that's hard.
Yeah.
I'd really say like a genre of Asian food, just because that's what I grew up with personally.
Okay. Do you have a mixed Asian or you're fully
Vietnamese white.
Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, I love Vietnamese food. Pho is like my favorite.
Oh my god, mine too.
And our second question for you is, out of these rooms, if people only have time to do one, what would your option be like for that? Like, what's your favorite?
In terms of which room I enjoy the most, I really enjoy Prison Break the most. Phase 3 is a close second, but Prison Break just has a special place in my heart.
Special touch there. Third question for you, for this location-wise, if we were to use one word to describe the escape room location, what would you say the word would be?
The location around here?
No, like just your escape room. How would you describe
my escape room?
it? Yeah.
I'd say family friendly and relaxed. We try not to stress people out, contradictory to our name. But
yeah. That's true. Oh, that's so funny. The fourth question I have for you is favorite vacation spot.
Oh, that's hard. Somewhere with a lot of food.
Oh.
Somewhere with a lot of Asian food.
That's like New York City, I feel like.
Pretty much, yeah. Even just Houston.
Like, that's true. Okay.
And our fifth question for you is something that people don't know about you, like a hidden talent or a fun fact. Oh, that's hard.
Like
Let's
a
see.
spare time hobby.
Spare time hobby, I like singing. Did choir for a couple of years.
Anything we can find on YouTube?
No. All in the shower.
Okay. All right. That's fun. Thank you.
Thank you.
In terms of like what is there to do in this area, because I know that you're like right in like, this little mall area. Is there?
Yes,
what can
there's-
you do in this area of San Antonio?
There's a really, really nice outdoor mall called La Cantera. That is one of my favorite
Wait,
places to
the
go
outdoor mall is called La Cantera?
to. Yes.
Okay, what type of mall is this?
It's well, it's all outdoors. There's parking outside of the mall, and then on the inside you just walk around. There's pretty plants everywhere.
Okay.
Lots of stores.
Wow, all right. And then in this area, would you say it's more family friendly, or like is there a nightlife in this area, or is it just like shopping? And
In this
eating?
area, I would say it's a little more family friendly. We do have the Buffalo Wild Wings, which does get pretty crazy late at night.
Yeah.
And at least we as a panic room right here, we try to keep things family friendly, or just as how the atmosphere tends to be with different people.
Right.
Change it based off that.
Okay. I have one last question for you, and obviously if you have answers that you can provide for our viewers, let us know. If not, totally fine. Do you know what is to be expected in the near future for San Antonio Panic Room? Are you building more rooms? Are rooms getting swapped out?
In the near future, we are heading towards our 9-month mark. That's when we usually change out one of the rooms.
Okay.
So we should be getting in a new room at some point. I'm not exactly sure what it will be, but I have heard reports of getting a new room at some point.
Oh, great. But your max capacity is 3 rooms in this location?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you guys gotta come check out San Antonio Panic Room, and there's 3 rooms offered here, so you have a lot to choose from. And we will see a review on Prison Break on our website, and check out our YouTube channel, and you'll know what to expect. Take care. Bye.
Thank you.
Hey ESCAPETHEROOMers, this is our second to last escape of the day, and it's 7:30 p.m. But we are still in this really heated sun in Austin, Texas, and we're here again with Project Panic, which is the similar, escape room that we did yesterday in San Antonio. So we're trying out their cabin fever room here today, and we'll see how we do. Let's go.
Hey, Escape the Rumors, Brandon here. We are at Project Panic in Austin, Texas. And I'm with Janine. Janine, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So Janine, she's the manager for this location.
I actually also manage Lubbock at the
Okay.
moment, and so I manage the 2 in Austin that we have and the 1 in Lubbock. And I help out with some of the other managers, just we all kind of work together if we have questions about the rooms.
There we go. And the room we're trying today is Cabin Fever. Let's talk about Cabin Fever without giving away too much because we haven't actually played yet. Where does the creativity and the inspiration come from when you come up with these rooms?
Yeah, so a lot of times I'm not the primary game designer, but in my experience, the rooms that we come up with are often from our own experiences. Actually, me personally, I went to a children's museum with my friend's kids,
Okay.
and I was like, oh my gosh, this would be so cool for an escape room. And it's also educational, which is really cool. So a lot of that, just everyday experiences, but also when we do other escape rooms, the best thing is market research, going to do others, getting to know the competition, also just getting to know other escape room designers and owners and things like that. And so really it can come from anywhere. This room specifically though is kind of our 2.0 of our Cabin Fever at our Austin Panic Room,
Okay.
or some of our other Lubbock Panic Room, San Antonio, all those other locations. And so this is kind of the upgraded version of that. So you're going to see a little bit more technology. There's a couple of clues that are similar, but they don't necessarily go to the same things. And the premise with the room is very similar. The story is a little bit different, but the idea is that you're trapped in a cabin, there's been an avalanche, and you need to survive as long as you can, get in touch with rescue teams, and then try to escape.
Love that. Love the whole concept of trying to figure out in a crisis what to do.
It always makes it so much more like motivating.
It could happen,
Yeah.
right? Let's go back to what you were just saying before, market research. And I think it's very important because I feel like to know where the level of your competition is and how to step up. Not so much borrowing, but more or less like where the industry is heading towards. So in terms of Project Panic, since it sounds like you guys upgraded from the San Antonio location, which we were at yesterday, because it's the 2.0, like how does that come about? When you, I guess, are you doing like research on your customers?
Yeah, so Austin Panic Room is the first one in Texas. We're very proud of that. We're the original in Texas. And so a lot of our designs were very mechanical, they weren't very technical. So you didn't see a lot of mag locks or magnetic locks. You know, when something happens, the magnet demagnetizes and then all of a sudden it pops open. And there was more physical padlocks. And as we started doing the rooms and getting feedback from customers, we realized, okay, they want more than just a lock, a physical lock. They want stuff to pop open. They want to crawl in spaces. You know, some people do, some don't. And so we really took that and we took everything we heard from them and we said, how can we push the boundaries and get better at this? There's so many technical elements. Being that I started at our Lubbock location, everything was super mechanical. And so moving here, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so much technology. But I love it. I originally wanted to go into engineering, so it's incredible. And I remember one time when we were designing a room, we had a corporate retreat, and our primary game designer, he said nothing is off the limits. Like anything you want to do, we can usually make it happen. But you have to have the idea first. And so we played around with having sand in the rooms. We were thinking of a concept with that. But then it's like, okay, do we do sandpaper? Do we actually put sand? We put like a plexiglass floor because no one wants to clean up the sand. Nobody wants it in their shoes. So things like that, nothing is off limits. You just have to figure out how to do it right.
We're here with Janine. We're gonna do our 5 key question segment. Our first question is, we actually want to know, like, how did you get into this escape room?
Yeah, so I had never done an escape room. It was like probably like maybe 2016. It was a little while ago. Actually, it was probably 15. And probably in about April, I found out through a lot of Facebook ads. So many. It was bugging me so much. It was like, you have to come do this escape room. And so I went to this escape room in Houston. It's Houston Panic Room. It's one of ours. And I was talking to the owner or manager at that time, Ryan, and they had just opened really recently. And I believe it was like June 28th. Somehow I remember that we went on that day. And he's like, yeah, it was started in Austin by a bunch of UT guys. They went to London and, you know, really cool stuff. And the guy I was dating at the time we left, and we're like, oh my gosh, what if they did this and we could do this? And we just had that mindset that a lot of people do. And we were just so excited about it. And so I ended up emailing the Austin Panic Room and I said, hey, like, I don't think there's anything like this in my college town of Lubbock, and we should definitely do this. Turns out there was. The marketing was subpar. And they have really cool rooms too. But they ended up emailing back, and I got in contact with the guy who was in charge of their growth at the time, and a couple of phone calls and interviews, and less than a year later we opened.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So it could have been just like your influence from the start. Well, so I know it's also fate.
Yes, it was. I love that. It never happens.
Yeah.
So there were many. I mean, we opened and it was 17 and 20-hour work days to get it going.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it's always like the game masters and right mindset behind it that makes like a room successful.
Yeah,
for sure. Second question for you is much easier. What is your favorite type of food?
Ooh, definitely Italian. I have kind of a sensitive stomach, but Italian is where it's at. Gluten makes me sleepy, but I will eat carbs all day.
Wow.
I will sleep all night and eat carbs all day. Absolutely.
At one point, it was probably dessert too.
Yeah. I had this amazing pasta dish with like an egg yolk in the center and like honey around it and like pancetta. So good.
Sounds good.
Definitely dessert.
Third question for you. What is your favorite room here? If someone only had like time to do one.
Absolutely, the end of the line. It is our most highly technical. You have kids that go through a grocery store and you're like, don't touch that, don't touch everything. This is the room where you can touch all the buttons.
Wow.
I love it. It's
really fun.
Yeah, it's probably the hardest for me just because it has its growing pains, it has its technical difficulties, just like any other room. Sometimes people like to pull wires out the wall. I'm like, okay, you're making my job more interesting. I love it. Let's do it. It's my favorite challenge, and also I think it's the highest risk and the highest reward as far as the experience overall.
Wow. Okay. Fourth question. I'm sure you've done other escape rooms. Do you have any other favorites other than Panic, where you can?
Yes. So obviously, I love all of our rooms for very different reasons. We definitely have some really good, puzzles and things like that. There's one I did in Lubbock at Trapped, and it was the backyard, and it opened like a couple years ago, maybe a year or two ago. So there's a chance it's not around anymore. But at one point I was matching bird calls to sound waves, and that puzzle made me so mad. But it was just the way that they built the room was done really well, and I was really happy with it. But then also, what is it? Not Perplexium. They're 15 locks.
15 locks.
Yes. So they're Rat Lab. That one, I believe. I forget the name, but another blogger rated it like their top in 2018, and it was just, I did it, and I could probably still do it 3 more times and not know what I did. And it was incredible.
It was pretty insane.
Yeah, it's a good experience.
So, last question for you. Something that people don't know about you, a hobby or a...
I like a lot of things.
Okay.
So I'm a photographer. I had a successful photography business at 15. I also had a jewelry business not too long ago.
Entrepreneur heart.
Yeah, I have done so many different small businesses, and I'm still doing it, of course. I have an adorable dog. She's a German Shepherd Aussie mix, so she's my world.
We have a little one too, who's our agent number 3, who's not with us, but it's our one. Thank you.
In terms of this location, looks great, by the way. It looks very new and very upgraded. How many rooms do you offer at this location?
So we have 3, but we have 1 in the works. Little sneak peek. It's supposed to be a washateria, and
What
so
is that?
like a laundromat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and so it's gonna be called Where's My Sock, and it's personally the one that I'm so excited for.
And can relate to probably, I'm assuming.
Yeah, the dryers actually steal your socks. I promise you, they actually do. And so that's one that our staff, our customers, if we even tell them about it, they're like, oh my gosh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
And it's got so many twists and turns, and I think we've just finalized the clues for it. Now we just have to actually build it. And so in the process of all the other growth we're doing, we're planning on opening another room, and we're beyond excited.
So in this location, your capacity is about 4 rooms that you can, or you can do 5 actually.
We can do 3 at the moment, and so right now we can hold up to 30 people. We have 12 in the cabin, which y'all are about to do. We can hold 8 in the end of the line, though one time we had about 11 in there.
Okay.
They wanted that. And then we can hold about 10 in our art gallery. And then I don't know about the other one yet. Something says usually around 10 is a good maximum for us. So.
And well, you kind of answered my next question. I was going to ask, what is the expectation in the near future for Project Panic? Sounds like you guys already have some things on the list.
Yes, we always have a couple ideas kind of under the radar, things that we're still kind of thinking about as we do other things and as we do other rooms and just get ideas. The next room is really the big move for us. We've also talked about, we have a potential meeting space that we're going to open up that's going to be really cool. It's very Austin. And so we're really excited about that. Me personally, I'm beyond excited about it. And we're, I guess, exploring more opportunities. We actually have party packages that we offer, which have been in the last couple of months something that we've started, so I'm really excited about that.
Is that like a mobile or delivery?
No, it's more of you get the room and a lobby, like we use our lobby as a meeting space.
So.
Yeah, so it's just, you get to have your birthday party here. It's all in one. You don't have to worry about transporting people, especially kids. And that way it's just all at once. And then we'll provide some decorations, some food, whatever. We did that in Lubbock and it really worked, so we're trying it here.
Cool. Last question for you. I know that you recently moved here to Austin, but from what you've learned so far, what is there to do in this area? Because I know you started telling us some food places to eat and...
Yeah, so really what we're closest to is the Triangle. It's a really kind of retail hub. And so there's like an Orange Theory, there's a couple places to shop, there's some food places that are really good. The names kind of escape me a little bit, but there's some really good places there, and that's been kind of big. But just downtown Austin is incredible. 6th Street is awesome, you know, not just for the drinking or anything. It's really fun to just go out and see the nightlife. There's usually like bands, there's a lot of food truck places. There's Patrizi's is in this thing called the Vortex, and so the Vortex is like this little backyard type area, and then there's a theater space I think that's next to it, as well as a bar inside. And so Patrizi's is this little food truck within this like backyard area space, and so it's really awesome. It's really fun, and their food is incredible. They have honey that they actually get from bees locally, like less than a mile away. So it's really cool.
All right. Well, thank you so much for speaking. For speaking with us, and we're excited to try Cabin Fever. You're gonna check out our review on that and some content that we'll offer on our YouTube channel. So subscribe, check out their website for updates, and don't hesitate to come to Austin and check out Project Panic. They have another room, hopefully on the way soon.
Yeah, give it a couple months maybe. We'll see. Gotta make it right.
All right. Take care. Bye.